MMA DNA zit hier vandaag met Nathan Holbrook. First of all, Nathan, how are you?
Doing fantastic. How about yourself, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. First of all, you are known because of the video that went viral with the Gogoplata submission.
Yes, sir.
Tell me more about that day, about that fight. We want to know everything.
Well, for my first fight, I wasn't able to train like I wanted because I had staph infection. That was back in April. It was the 7th. And I got caught in an armbar at the last second in the round, and the referee had claimed that I had tapped, but I did not tap, and the fight was ended, and that was one of the most painful days of my life. Actually, right after that, I went to the car, and we had a flat tire. It was on a tilted parking garage, so we had to wait for AAA, and I was just sitting there like, yeah, I'm sitting here with my family right after I got armbarred, and that kind of pushed me even harder. So I put in 8-hour days for like 6 months right after that. And whenever I roll, the Gogoplata is my go-to move, and that's the move that I'm known to do, like in the gym with anybody. And that's originally my coach. That's what he thought I would catch the first person with, you know, because I was so good at doing the Gogoplata. But my first fight, I kind of blacked out a little bit, so I focused on doing a lot of meditation leading up to my second fight, and it helped me a lot. Once I got in the cage, I just kept focusing on my breathing. I knew everything would be okay because I had trained so hard. That brought me a lot of confidence, you know. Over the last 6 months, I have Gogoplataed some like UFC fighters. I'm not going to name them. They're like lower card fighters.
Yeah.
And then so I actually planned to knock him out on the feet, but he didn't really want to engage, so it caused me to have to come at him. So he was able to grab me a little bit, and I didn't break off, you know, to do more striking. And my jiu-jitsu senses started tingling, so I grabbed on him, and I put him in the arm-in guillotine, snapped him down with it. He pressured me into the fence because the amateur cage is pretty small, you know.
Yeah, I've seen it, yes.
It forces you to have to engage with your opponent. So he put me against the fence. I threw 2 knees. The first one was super clean. The second one kind of lifted him up and pushed him to the center. I felt like he was kind of weak, so I pulled him down with the guillotine, tried to do a guillotine. I dropped down into my half guard. I kind of wished that I would have dropped down into full guard because it would have been a smarter idea, you know. But it happened how it happened. I fell into my half guard, and then I maneuvered to full guard. And then whenever I get to full guard, I go straight to my rubber guard. And when I go to my rubber guard, I go straight to my Gogoplata. And this guy, he really wanted to push into me, and people pushing into me give me the Gogoplata even more. And once I got it locked in, and I just noticed I had it locked in, and I was like, oh, throw some hits in on that. Like,
yeah,
that's been my dream, you know. I've envisioned that multiple times. I just wanted to get somebody with that. I knew it would happen one day in an MMA fight. Like, I'd get the Gogoplata, then rain down a machine gun of fire of punches, you know. And right after I did it, it felt like I really didn't do much, to be honest, because I had been catching so many people with the move. I had no idea it would go like viral and stuff.
Yeah, that's my next question. It went viral. What happened? How did it happen?
How did it go viral? I'm not sure. I guess people liked it. You know Eddie Bravo?
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo shared it on Instagram.
Okay. And then it went very quick.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you think that it won't be the last person you will submit with a Gogoplata?
Oh no, definitely not. That's my bread and butter.
So it's your second fight. You're an amateur, still amateur.
Yeah. I say about 3 more, 4 more. I'm planning on getting the amateur belt, then going pro.
Okay, perfect. It's the amateur belt of tough enough.
Yes, sir.
Nathan Holbrook. Who is Nathan? Because Nobody knows something about you. Where do you live? How old are you? Everything. We want to know everything
All
about you.
right. I'm Nathan Holbrook. I grew up in Henderson, Nevada. It's on the outskirts of Las Vegas. I started training when I was like 8 years old. My brother, he kind of forced me into it because he was training at the gym and had nobody to practice his moves on. And just growing up, he would always force me to train with him and stuff. And for the longest time, he would have his friends come over. Also, he got puzzle piece mats. And I'd be the guy everybody would want to beat up on, you know, because I was the guy that they could tap because they couldn't tap my brother. I went from being a victim to a predator pretty quick, I guess you could say. I started training at a actual gym about 2 years ago, 10th Planet Las Vegas. When I started training at 10th Planet Las Vegas, I could not afford it, and the coach believed in me and said I could come for free if I, like, mopped the mats. And I did not have any ride, and it's really hot here in Vegas. I would run 10 miles to the gym and 10 miles home every single day, and it about killed me every day, man. Yeah. It was really hard. But I truly believed that one day it would pay off, and, yeah, here we are, and it paid off, you know.
Yeah. So you're still at the same gym?
No, I trained at my garage for like the past year. I only went there for like a year.
Oh, really?
But originally I've been doing all the 10th Planet moves before I had a 10th Planet here in Vegas. But it was nice to have a bunch of people to test my moves on. But now I have a Division I wrestler that comes through. I have a state champion wrestler who comes through. I have 2 high school wrestlers that I've adapted over a year, and I think they're about blue belt level now in jiu-jitsu. I've taught them everything they know with jiu-jitsu. My older brother, he's my striking coach right now. I have my friend Jordan Kialoha. He's a 155-pound title holder back in Hawaii. We do a lot of striking.
So you actually train at home?
Yeah, I train at home in my garage.
Really? Wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, 8 hours a day, man. So I wake up at 6 a.m. I run 5 miles. I come home, take a hot bath, and then I take a 1-hour nap. I wake up. And then I start some yoga, then I transition into my jiu-jitsu, and then we work on my boxing, kickboxing, and then we'll mix it all up with MMA, and then we'll get some MMA sparring in, or kickbox sparring in, or boxing sparring in, whatever it is that day.
That sounds cool. Your own gym at home, your own sparring partners, everything. So you have everything at home. But are you planning to go to a gym in the future?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you already know which gym in Vegas or?
I would like to work my boxing over at Mayweather's.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like pure boxing for MMA. I feel like a lot of MMA fighters aren't very good at working feints and jabs. I feel like those are the most 2 underutilized tools in mixed martial arts.
Yeah. You also have Extreme Couture over there, of course.
Yes, that's actually the gym that the guy I fought was fighting out of.
Oh, really? Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you see your future?
I believe I will be a champion in the UFC within like 5 or 6 years at least, man.
And bantamweight, right?
Yeah, bantamweight. I'm 5'10" and a half, and my reach is like I believe 75 and a half inches.
Yeah.
And people tell me I have the strength of a 155er, like after like cutting and everything, as being in the cage, you know, at 155 for a fight.
So you need to cut a lot to be 135?
I cut from 160. I started at 160 in the beginning of my camp, and I train really hard in my camp, so I lose weight from how much I train. and I start to lower my calorie intake towards the end, and I cut about 4 to 5 pounds of weight. A lot of my training partners, friends, my brother, everybody says it's unreal that I'm able to cut to 135.
Okay, because you're also very tall.
Yeah, and my muscle and all my hydration comes back really quick also after I cut.
So you're back on 160 the next day, or 140, 150?
I'm about 150,
150 next.
152. Yeah.
So you feel great after the weight cutting.
Yeah, but this last weight cut was kind of terrible because they were supposed to let us use the sauna at the hotel, but the owner of Tough Enough told me that they would not let us now because some fighters took advantage of it and were spitting inside of the sauna.
Oh, really?
So I found out because I was going to cut weight 2 hours prior. So what I had to do is we had to steam up the hotel bathroom, and my brother had me in there throwing combos.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
So you would sweat a lot in there.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more crucial, cutting weight without a sauna. I had to put more work into it.
Yeah. But with more work, you put a great submission over there, and you put yourself on the card, because everybody have seen that video now. I think Dana White also have seen it, right?
Yeah, I'd have to suppose.
Yeah, it should be. So, yeah, let's wait when you're going to the UFC. I'm very curious. So I'm glad we could speak with you for 10 minutes. We will follow you in the future, and we will follow your career. Let me know everything about you.
Can I shout out my Instagram account?
Of course, shout out everything you want.
It's Nate_DeGreat. That's my Instagram account. I post a lot of training on there. Perfect. I'm always posting on my story so you can keep up to date with what I'm doing every single day.
Awesome.
I post live sparring on there, a lot of like my highlights of what submissions I'm landing in training. I don't really care. My opponents, they can watch all my videos and see what I'm doing. Because I'm a firm believer, like Ronda Rousey, when she went to fight people. I know she recently, everything happened with her, but everybody knew they were going to get armbarred, and they still got armbarred.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So if you're going to do something, you're going to do it.
Yeah, true. That's cool. That's cool. Nathan, thank you very much for your time. And
all right. Thank you.
Yeah, we will speak with you in the future.
All right. Peace out.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.